Hello, everybody. How lovely to have you back on House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. I'm joined by 4 famous faces who will be battling out all week to win this trophy here. And this week, we've got an Olympic champion, a world champion, and 2 other people. Shall we meet them? They are Iwan Thomas, Tessa Sanderson.
Hello.
Deirdre O'Kane.
Hello.
And Rayner. Hey, everybody. It's Monday. Iwan, we know you're competitive.
Yeah.
But can you quiz as well?
I've got a mixed history when it comes to quizzes. Some I've done very well.
Yeah.
Some are horrific. So let's hope today's in between somewhere.
Oh, no, I hope it's one or the other.
OK.
Yeah.
I know you want it to be horrific.
No.
But...
The thing I would like most of all is for it to be brilliant.
OK.
I'd like you to be garlanded in glory and win every prize under the sun. If we don't have that, my next best hope would be horrific.
OK.
OK, but glory is what I want. Tessa.
Hello.
So lovely to have you here.
I'm frightened to death.
Listen, so you've competed against all sorts of people all over the world for many, many years, but are you frightened by these 3?
Absolutely. Scared of all these lot. Yeah. But you know what? I'm competitive too, but I think he's more than I am.
It's good to be competitive.
It's good to be competitive. Deirdre, is it good to be competitive?
Well, I'm competitive with no good reason to be.
Oh, that's the dream on this show.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the week, someone's winning the trophy, but there are daily prizes as well. Would you like to take a look at today's daily prizes?
Oh, yeah.
If you were to win today, you take your pick of these. There is the House of Games toolbox, the House of Games chopping board, the House of Games hot water bottle, the House of Games driving gloves, and the House of Games retro sports bag. I said House of Games too often
You
there.
said it a lot.
Yes, I really did. Deirdre, which would you like to go for?
I'd like the chopping board, please.
Would you? Everyone goes for the chopping board.
I like a nice chopping board.
I think it'd be my...
Your head is on it.
I think it'd be my 5th choice out of those.
Really?
I'll be honest, yeah. Jay.
Hello.
Would you go for the chopping board?
I've got to be honest, I wouldn't, because I'm a bit concerned about bits of spring onion being caught in your glasses.
You're concerned.
Yeah, I am. I mean, unless on the other side it's completely plain, in which, therefore, I turn over and I just ram your face flat onto the work surface.
Exactly,
and chop
listen.
to my heart's content.
I'm fine either way. But are you going to win, do you think, this week? You got a win in you?
I have absolutely no idea. I mean, you know...
Said the journalist.
He's a good quizzer, isn't he? Iwan, what would you go for if you were to win?
Toolbox, 100%.
There we go.
100%.
Tessa, any of those you fancy?
I quite like the shopping board on there as well, isn't it? It's quite good,
Chopping
yeah,
board,
because my
couple of
daughter
chopping
cooks a
boards.
lot. So I think that'd be nice. And Jay's here, so he can give me a few more tips for my daughter when I get home.
Beautiful. Shall we get on, play our first round of this week's House of Games? Lovely to have you all here. What's our first round this week? It is... Sounds like. Fingers on buzzers, please, everybody. Your first category is musicals. I'm going to show you some pictures, and they will sound like the name of a musical. But which musical is it? Here's your first one. Which musical is this? Deirdre.
It's cabaret.
Cabaret? A cab and a beret? Cabaret. Well played. First point of the week goes to Deirdre O'Kane. Next one. That is Iwan.
We will rock you.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Good.
Wow.
I can see the will, the rock, and the you. And there's the we as well. We will rock you. Nice one, Iwan. Next one. Oh. Yes, Jay.
Hamilton?
Hamilton. And Milton Jones, the comedian Hamilton. Next category is plants. Which plants sound like these pictures? Iwan.
Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap? It is. Venus, flight, and rat. Venus flytrap. Next plant. Yes, that is Iwan.
Time.
Time? It is time, Iwan. Well done. I said on a Wednesday I wouldn't allow that prevaricating.
Sorry.
Oh, no, listen.
Sorry.
You've got to take
Tripping
advantage.
myself up a bit.
Take advantage of it being Monday. Next plant. Nobody? I'll tell you, it's Al Murray, Sandra Oh, and Vera Lynn.
Yeah.
So it's aloe vera.
They're so hard.
Next category. French towns and cities.
Oh, great.
Huh. Oh, Iwan.
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux? Oh,
doe and a
nicely
baby deer.
done. Yeah, a wild boar and a doe. You're good at saying what you see.
Yeah.
Next one. That is Iwan.
Jacques. Damn. Jardin. Oh, Jacques.
No, I'm going to time you out, Iwan.
Jean-Paul.
Anyone else fancy that?
I don't remember that. Jack. I don't remember
Don't
the
know
other
the
son.
other person.
Let's see, shall we? I can't get it. It's Jack D and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's D.
Dijon.
John.
Oh, OK,
Oh,
Jack
Got
D
hooked.
and
I
Jean.
got hooked on the Jack.
Well done if you got that at home. Foxed all 5 of us in the studio. Final question in this round. Which French town or city is this?
Oh.
Iwan?
Rouen.
Rouen is the right answer. RuPaul and an on-switch Rouen. Nicely done. It's the end of our first round. Our first leaderboard of the week looks like this. Tessa yet to get off the mark. Deirdre and Jay with 1 point each. Iwan Thomas, our early leader, 5 points, Iwan.
Well done.
It's only Monday.
Yeah.
It's only Monday. Should we play a pairs game, everybody? Our first pairs game of the week is going to be distinctly average. Tessa, you get to choose your partner today. Who would you like to team up with in this
Iwan.
round? Yeah.
Thank you.
You would.
Yeah, and that, everyone, is how you win an Olympic gold medal. OK, it's that singular focus.
Yeah.
Iwan and Tessa are a team. Deirdre and Jay are a team. If you take your tablets out, please, everybody.
Oh, God.
I'm going to ask you some questions. I need you to write down a number as your answer, and I will take the average of each pair as your pair's answer. OK? The first thing I'd like you to guess today is this. How many charity shops are there in the UK?
Oh.
Huh. I mean, there's a few. Everyone's essentially thinking of their high street and then multiplying it by the rest of Britain. Everyone is in. What do you think at home on this one? How many charity shops are there? Iwan, what were you thinking on this one?
I've gone quite low because I think Tessa's going to go high.
Do you think?
Yeah, I've gone 300.
300? It's more than 300 in Chiswick, Iwan. 300. 300, says Iwan. Tessa, have you gone up from that?
Well, I've gone quite big, actually, because the UK is quite big, so I don't know if that's... and lots of charity shops. So I've gone, like, 7,000.
That seems more reasonable to me. 7,000, says Tessa. I like the fact the way Tessa just looked at you like...
In disgust.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking all these little areas and stuff and little places.
Yeah.
You know, there's, like, several with charity shops and things like that. And then you've got the UK, so...
Yeah.
I've gone too quick there, I know I have, yeah.
Ewan can never go above 400. That's the key. So your average is 3,650. Deirdre, where are you on this?
I've gone quite high, I think, but I do think there's a lot of them. I've no idea. I've gone for 10,000.
10,000. I like the question mark as well. So it shows,
you?
know what? Yeah, because it shows vulnerability.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was the aim.
And Jay, you've gone up or down?
I have gone a little below, but 7,800.
Very similar to Tessa's answer. So your average is 8,900. We've got 3,500. We've got about 9,000. What do you think at home on this one? How many charity shops are there in the UK? Who's won the points?
Whoa.
10,200. Well played, Deirdre and Jay. 10,000. Look at Deirdre's
So
chance.
close.
Look at that, you were
Yeah.
so close. Here's the next one I'd like you to have a go at. How many successful rocket launches were there in 2023?
If you're going off my children alone, 25.
They like a rocket, don't they?
They do.
It's essentially anything that reached the Earth's orbit or beyond.
Rocket launchers.
Rocket launches, yeah.
No idea.
No, I don't need that. Do you know, Ewan, this is one of those ones where I'm glad I'm not playing.
OK,
Yeah.
I think.
What do you reckon at home on this one? Anyone got any knowledge on this? I was going to say it's not exactly rocket science, but that is exactly what it is. Everyone is in. Deirdre, where do you even begin with this one?
I know this is very difficult,
Yeah.
isn't it? I just haven't got a clue, so I guessed 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Jay, up or down?
So what I was thinking was that there are quite a lot of satellite launches. That's
Okay.
really that's the bulk of it. But I went to 150, which I think might bring Deirdre down quite comfortably.
OK, 150, says Jay. Do you know what? You sounded convincing when you said
I
that.
sounded
Yeah.
convincing, but-
Yeah. That's half the battle in life, isn't it?
Until you come up with the answer.
Yeah, exactly. 575 is Deirdre and Jay's average. Ewan, where are you?
Well, I think I'm about to undo my so far good score because I've gone way lower. I'm thinking
Okay.
like proper NASA,
Yeah.
proper rocket, so I've just said 3.
3.
Yeah.
Tessa, where are
Well,
you?
I've gone really, really low as well because I thought there was only so many that I'd seen. Maybe I'd missed some. I don't really know. So
Maybe I've
I
missed
You were out for a few,
Yeah,
weren't paying
exactly.
attention.
So
Was it the eclipse?
I've gone really, really low, and I've gone with 5.
5. Well, listen, if anyone on this panel knows about launching rockets, Tessa, it's you. So your average, I can work the average out. 4 is your average. So 575
Oh, that's very
plays
low, isn't it?
4. What do you think at home on this one? How many rocket launches were there? Let's find out, shall we? How many rocket launches were there? Who scored the points? 212. You get the point.
Wow.
How about that?
Okay,
Tessa, you're off the mark.
here we go. We're off.
Well done.
About that.
212.
Yeah, 98 of them were SpaceX, Elon Musk's company. So I think it is, yeah, satellites and this, that, or the other. What a lovely way to get a point. You only said 4.
Yeah.
Last question in this round.
Yeah.
In miles, what is the length of Nullarbor Links, the world's longest golf course? So that's the combined length of the holes and the distance between them.
If you walked it.
Whoa. Nullarbor Links. Any golfers here?
Very bad.
Okay, everyone is in. What do you reckon at home on this one? Ewan, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm going off, I would assume most golf courses are probably at least 3 or 4 miles to
Yeah,
do
but
a round of golf.
4 miles
so
or something.
I've gone a sensible-ish answer. I've gone 15 miles. I think it's going to be long.
Yeah,
but not
otherwise
crazy
they
long.
wouldn't ask the question,
Yeah.
right, if it wasn't something
Yeah, 15
crazy.
miles.
Yeah, 15 miles. Tessa.
Well, I've gone a little bit less than that. I've been on some golf courses and stuff, and, you know, they seem pretty lengthy out
Yeah.
there. And this is much further than I could run anyway as such. So I've gone for 9 miles.
9 miles. So your average is 12 miles, 12-mile-long golf course. Deirdre, where are you?
I've gone quite close to Tessa. I've gone 10
10
miles.
miles. Jay, what are you saying?
I think I've overdone it. I worked on the basis of 18 holes, a mile a hole.
OK.
If that's what I thought.
And you did,
Oh,
you did that maths in
18
your head.
holes.
I did that in my head without any scribbling in the margins.
That is
or
amazing.
anything.
So your average is 14 miles. So 12 miles, 14 miles. Very, very close together. What do you think at home on this one? Let's find out who scored the final point of the round.
What?
848 miles.
That would take me 2 years.
I can't believe that.
Each hole is in a different town along a highway in Australia. Very well done at home if you knew that our question setters are evil and the answer would be ridiculous. So, Deirdre and Jay, I mean, you're 834 miles out, but you get yourself a point.
Yeah, we needed a point.
Very nicely done.
We'll take it.
That is the end of that round. Tablets away, please, everybody. After round 2, here's how we stand. Tessa off the mark with 1. Deirdre and Jay, 3 points each. Ewan still out in the lead with 6 points. Nicely played, Ewan. 3 rounds to go on Monday's House of Games. Here's your next one. Games House of. Now, in this round, I'll ask you some questions. You have to give me the answers in alphabetical order. So, Tessa, if I was to ask your name, you would say Sanderson Tessa.
Yeah.
OK? It's as simple as that. Buzzer's fingers on. Here's your first question. What is the largest and lowest pitched instrument in the string section of an orchestra? Jay.
Bass double.
Double bass becomes bass double. Well played, Jay. Next one. Which Charles Dickens novella was adapted into a 1992 feature film starring the Muppets? Jay.
A Carol Christmas.
It is. Well done. Very nice. Next one. Who is this? Yes, Ewan.
Hardy Tom.
Hardy Tom? It is. Tom Hardy becomes Hardy Tom. Well done. Next one. What is the title, please, of this song?
Oh, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. 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 Come on, come on.
Jay.
A man preacher's son.
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Deirdre.
Action?
Action? No, sorry.
No.
Sorry. Sorry. Nobody?
A little less action. Oh, yeah.
So, Teddy, I'm looking
Yeah.
for a conversation less little. Less
Yeah, we were so close. So close.
By Elvis versus JXL. Next one. In which 1991 film did Kevin Costner play an outlaw and Alan Rickman the Sheriff of Nottingham? Oh, no. Good luck, Iwan.
I've gone blank. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I know.
Time you out.
The...
Oh, I can't
Anyone?
remember
Jay, you fancy
shows.
it?
No, I think I was wrong.
OK, let's take a look.
It's Robin
Is it
Hood,
Robin Hood,
Prince of
Prince of Thieves, right?
Right.
Let's work it out together. So,
Yeah.
Hood of
Prince.
Prince,
Nottingham.
Robin,
Prince of...
Oh,
Robin, Prince
Robin,
of Thieves.
Thieves. Hood of Prince Robin Thieves. Very well done at home. We gave up in the studio on that one. Next one. What is the title, please, of this song?
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and...
Yes, Jay.
Devoted, hopelessly.
Is incorrect, I'm afraid. Again, your alphabet work is exemplary.
But my recognition of songs is appalling.
Is less good. Yeah, exactly. Deirdre.
Devoted hopelessly to you.
Again,
Still the
Jay.
Wrong song.
wrong song.
Jay, yeah, Jay has absolutely led you down the
Oh,
garden
sorry, you
path
just
there.
told me that was the wrong song.
I
did
told
you?
Jay it was the wrong song, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I did very
To be honest,
well.
I think you were doing some calculations in your head
I was.
while I was doing it. Let's take a look, shall we? It's Whitney Houston, isn't it? Oh, all for love, my saving you. Saving all my love
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
what I meant.
Saving all my love for you.
That's what I meant.
Oh, you should, if you promise me that's what you meant, I can give you a point.
Yeah, I promise you, that's what I meant.
We believe
And I told you you were kind and decent.
Yeah. Final question in this round. In 2004, Harry Hill began providing the voiceover for which TV show featuring home video clips? Iwan.
Burps TV.
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Yes, Jay.
Bean framed you've.
Oh, I thought it was Harry Hill's burp.
Very.
No, you've been framed. It was been framed you. Nice end round for Jay. Our leaderboard looks like this now, with just 2 rounds to go before we give away our first prize of the week. Tessa has 1, Deirdre has 3. Jay
I'm still on
catching
1.
up with 6. Ewan just out of the lead there with 7.
You rascal.
2 rounds to go now before we give away our first prize. Jay catching up with Ewan. Our next round is... Where is Kazakhstan? If you would take your tablets out, please. So Ewan and Tessa, you've been around the world competing. You know where
I need
various
to get
places
this
are.
right.
I didn't compete at
Where's
Kazakhstan, though.
Kazakhstan?
They were running at the time.
Exactly, so it was a blur. I'm going to show you a map. And today's map is... Ooh, Asia. The first thing I'd like you to find on that map is... Gangnam, the place referenced in the title of a 2012 UK #1 hit by Psy. So where is Gangnam?
I've been there.
You've been to Gangnam?
Where?
No, where he's from.
What do we reckon at home on this?
Do I get an extra point for having been taught
yeah,
to
pets.
dance Gangnam Style by Psy?
You were taught by Psy himself?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I was sent to interview him for my newspaper, and the whole idea was that he should teach me.
Whoa.
I know.
Is there video footage of that?
There is video footage, yes. You can still find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I was going to say, that noise is the nation stampeding to YouTube. So, Ewan, you think that you have competed in this place?
My first ever proper competition was the World Junior Championships in Seoul. I know the singer, I believe, is from Seoul, so I'm assuming Gangnam is somewhere in Seoul, but I've got no idea where it is.
Where Seoul is? Let's take a look at where you are. Well, you're sort of middle of China, I would say there. Tessa, where have you put your mark?
Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle?
Yeah.
It's always a good tactic on this round. You are very close to Iwan. That's nice. Like you're sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Deirdre, what did you think the answer was?
I'm thinking South Korea, but I can't find it on the map.
OK, let's see where you are. Sort of Thailand-y area.
There you go.
Now, Jay, presumably you went out to this place to interview Sai.
No, he came to London.
Oh, did he?
Gangnam is the fancy suburb. It's like Kensington or Knightsbridge of Seoul. You're right about that, which is South Korea.
Let's see.
Oh.
It sounded convincing,
Yeah,
didn't it?
he's a very bright man. I believe everything he says.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Well, let's see.
led to believe that it is South Korea.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Jay sounds confident. Is he right? Is that where Seoul is?
Oh,
That's exactly where it is. Well played, Jay. Very nicely done. Here's the next thing we want. The first Asian city to host the Olympic Games.
That's interesting.
it can't be the same place.
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought
No,
so.
I was going to say, at least I know where that is
It's
now.
over there.
Oh, come on.
Ah, where's the first Asian city to host the Olympic Games, do you think?
Tokyo was.
Where was your first Olympics?
In Montreal.
Tessa,
In
Montreal.
1976. No,
Yeah, that's not counting.
Malaysian.
Then,
Yeah,
then
but I mean, there's only
Moscow
one-
doesn't count, does it?
Yeah,
No,
It can't be
no,
Seoul
not
again.
No, it can't be.
don't know.
Tessa, we're all racking our brains trying to think of the answer. So have you gone randomly on the map? Have you
Yeah,
just, let's see where you are.
randomly, yeah.
Run in the south of China this time, but sticking in China. Deirdre, what were you thinking?
I've gone randomly.
Yes. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
This is very much the leitmotif of this round. Let's see where you are. You're in Myanmar. Jay.
I think the first Asian Olympics was Tokyo,
Of course it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Of course it was.
which would be Tokyo.
Oh,
And Iwan.
I've massively embarrassed myself because I thought Tokyo as well, and I've gone near yourself.
Let's take a look. Okay, you're also in Myanmar. Yes, you're right, Jay. 1964 Tokyo Olympics, wasn't it? Is it a good round for Jay? Is that where Tokyo is?
Wow.
He's absolutely bossing it.
Wow.
Top of the class.
Final question in this round. The original Raffles Hotel.
Why are we so bad with the map?
Where is the original
Where's
Raffles
the
Hotel?
Raffles
I know
Hotel?
where it
I know
is,
exactly
but
where it is.
I know where it is
I can
too.
say where it is. It's whether I can find it on the map.
so
I'm
where that
exactly
is.
the same.
I'm going to make a guess.
Do you know this one at home? The Raffles Hotel.
Terrible. I was there recently,
Were
there?
you?
a couple of months ago,
At the Raffles Hotel? Were you
in
really?
the place where it is.
Where?
No way.
I
On the
didn't
place
stay
where
in
it is.
Raffles, but I was there.
Oh, wow. Everyone is in. Deirdre, you think you know this because you've been to this place recently. Where do you think it is?
Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's Singapore.
I thought it was Singapore.
It is Singapore.
Phew, yeah. Let's see where you have imagined Singapore to be. You're certainly on an island there.
Oh, hello. I'm not too far.
Jay,
in,
do
I
you agree
guess.
it's Singapore?
It is Singapore.
Have you been?
No.
How come you've never been to Raffles Hotel? I would have
Oh,
thought
I've been to a Raffles. There are a few of them around the world.
Oh,
I
okay.
just haven't been to that one.
the original
I
one.
mean,
of
really?
course.
No, I've not been to Singapore.
You have to buy a Raffles ticket.
Hey, let's see if I know where Singapore is.
Okay,
That's the
so-
issue.
I mean, that looks good news, Deirdre, doesn't it?
I'm delighted with that.
Given his previous skill.
We'll see.
Ewan, did you think it was Singapore?
I did, and I know it's a smaller island, but I've gone for just pure guess geographically the other little island near theirs. But yeah, once again, I think I've let myself down.
Okay,
That's probably Hong Kong or something, is it? I don't know.
we will find out. And Tessa, should we see where your dot
I'm a
is?
little bit closer, I think,
Okay.
in there. But, oh,
So we're all fairly close to each other, are we not? The answer is Singapore. Shall we find out where Singapore is and who has scored a point? Whoa!
miles
That is
away.
not where we expected. Deirdre and
shame.
Jay, you're both on Hainan. You're on Taiwan
Okay.
there, and Tessa, you're in the south of China. That's where Singapore is. Jay and Deirdre, you both get a point there.
Great.
That's not bad, is it?
Great.
Tablets away, please, everybody.
Oh, dear.
Great round for Jay Rayner.
Bad round.
Our leaderboard going into our final round shows Tessa with 1, Deirdre with 4, Iwan with 7, Rayner now with 9 points. Got a 2-point lead. There's just one round
Come
to
on, I
go.
need to get going.
Game on.
Raffles or no raffles?
Raffles or no raffles? Let's play our final round, shall we? Which is answer smash. Fingers on buzzers, please, everybody. Point for a correct answer, point off. Don't forget, for an incorrect answer, who is going to win our first prize of the week, I wonder? Your first category is animal parts. OK. Who was the lead singer of the band that had a UK #1 hit in 1981 with Prince Charming? That is Iwan.
Adam Antlers.
Adam Antlers? It is Adamant and Antlers, Adam Antlers. Well played. Next clue, next animal part. The Shakespeare play Richard III begins with the line, "Now is the winter of our what?" Yes, Jay.
Discontenticle.
Discontenticle? It is discontenticle. Well done. Discontent and tentacle. Next one. Which band had UK top 10 hits with My Generation and Pinball Wizard? Yes, Jay.
The Hoof.
The Hoof.
Oh, nice.
It is.
Very
The
good.
Who and a Hoof. The Hoof. Good name for a band. The Hoof. Next category. Furniture. Kylie Minogue wears a white jumpsuit in the music video for which of her songs that was a UK #1 hit in 2001? Jay.
Oh, can't get you out of my headboard.
Of course.
Can't get you out of my headboard?
It's a bit quick
one,
off the
that.
mark.
It is. Can't get you out of my head and headboard. Can't get you out of my headboard. Next clue, next picture. Which UK #2 hit for the Kinks was performed by Ray Davies at the closing ceremony of the London 2012 Olympics? Jay.
Waterloo Sunset-y.
Waterloo Sunset-y? It is Jay. Waterloo
Brilliant.
Sunset and Setty. Many more today. We need to detain you no further. I mean, he was winning going into the round. He did pretty well in that
did
round.
well.
Yeah, we know what's happened there. Let's take a look. Our first winner of the week on House of Games is Jay Rayner. Well played, Jay. Very nicely done.
There's a lot to play for this week.
Jay, you've won a prize.
I have.
Which of these would you, now in the cold light of day, with victory under your belt, which of these would you like?
I'm going to take the chopping board,
The
Richard.
chopping board. There you go. You know what? It feels appropriate.
It does,
If anyone
it
would have
does.
won it, it should be you. Jay Rayner takes home the House of Games chopping board. Our weekly leaderboard. Every day you get 4 points for a win, 3 for second, 2 for third, and so on. Looks like this. But 4 days to go, we've got double points Friday as well. So loads of time to catch up. Thank you so much, everybody. Shall we reconvene tomorrow? Look forward to seeing you all here. We'll see you here as well on the House of Games.
I think this will raise my kitchen skills to new heights. And I'll be picking bits of food out of your glasses for a very long time to
Oh,
come.
what a dream.